Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel today. My name is Buckeye. Today we're taking a look at some new updates straight from Infinity Ward regarding DMZ, which is launching here on November 16th. And it's official, DMZ is launching as a beta, which is interesting. But before we get into that, hit the like button. Do me a quick favor, do that for me. Subscribe for more. I'm going to be talking about all Call of Duty content here on the channel moving forward. Don't miss out. And let me know in the comments down below, are you excited for DMZ? Are you excited for Warzone 2.0? Are you excited for Season 1 coming on November 16th? Basically, what they're trying to do with this post is give people a TLDR of what the game mode is going to be. If you didn't actually watch any of the gameplay that has come out, this is giving you an opportunity to get a good deep dive into what is available at launch with the DMZ beta. And it's interesting that they're calling it a beta now. There was a lot of feedback after DMZ was shown off. A lot of people who were underwhelmed and perhaps a little upset. And I think Infinity Ward has heard the feedback and has decided to label this as a beta. Essentially just stating that this is going to change and evolve over time. Betas nowadays don't really mean what they used to mean. So you've got your stash, and your stash is what you have outside of your game. Your stash also contains certain items taken out of the exclusion zone, which can then be put into your loadout and backpack for the next infiltration and give you access to special locations. So effectively, your stash is what you have outside of the game before you go into a match. It's stuff that you bring out with you. If you bring out weapons and things like that. Things like Contraband. Contraband is when you loot a weapon in DMZ and you extract. That's a weapon that you can pick up off of an enemy, stuff like that. And you extract, you're able to exfiltrate, you bring it out of the match. That is now Contraband. That is a weapon that is from the DMZ that you can then bring back into the DMZ, but it's only for DMZ. Now, that's not the only thing that you can get, though. You can also have different types of equipment, or items that you pick up, keys that'll get you access to the police academy, for example, strongholds, things like that. Those things also go into your stash if you, again, exfiltrate. So you could get keys in one match of DMZ, you exfil, you successfully exfil, and then that stuff goes into your stash, and then you can choose to bring it into your loadout for the next one if you choose. At first, you will have one insured weapon slot for any personal loadout weapon or weapon blueprint. Additional insured weapon slots can be earned by leveling up with factions. So you've got the three factions: the Legion, White Lotus, and Black Mouse. I think it's, I say, or Black Moose. And with each of these factions, you're going to be leveling up with them as you progress and as you do missions with them, as you do contracts, things like that. This is going to be a trios only mode. There's not going to be a solos or a duos mode. It's just trios. You can choose to disable squad fill, but they're recommending that you run it as trios from the rip. So we'll see how that goes for people. By completing certain number of faction missions, you can advance up a faction mission tier. These missions offer significant challenges coupled with significant unique rewards. So ideally, you're going to have base level missions, base level contracts when you first start out. And as you complete them through your matches of DMZ and you keep on going, you'll level up and get harder and harder ones that will then be more rewarding with, as I said, with significant unique rewards, which is pretty cool. Now, something they also mention here as well is if in your match you have run out of space, right? You can stash, there's stashes around the map that you can stash stuff there on the map, and you won't be able to exfil with it at the moment because you're full, but you can go back into another game of DMZ, go back to that stash, you'll have your items there, you can then pick them up and then exfil again if you wanted. So it's another layer where if you have too many items but you don't want to get rid of some things, you can stash some things on the map, exit, do your whole game, go through it, go into another game, go to that stash, and then get those items back. Now I say, in addition to the backpack, players can exfil from the world with on-soldier items including backpacks, self-revives, armor plate carriers, etc. This is critical for players looking to engage with high-tier enemies early in a match, their next infill. Now, something that they emphasized in this blog post is that there's really no goal, if you will. There's no main goal or objective in DMZ. They really want you to create your own gameplay in DMZ. It's an open sandbox, open world is what they're saying. It's an open world sandbox game that has various things that you can interact with the game itself. But there's no end goal. There's also no zones that are going to be coming in, but there will be sandstorms that will happen occasionally, as well as you'll have to keep an eye on your radiation. There are different radiation levels that may occur throughout the match. You'll have to pay attention to that. But as far as what you do in the game, it's all about what you want. So engaging in the exclusion zone, engaging in world events, the SAM turrets, UAV towers, strongholds, engaging against other players that are on the map as well. It really is about what you decide to do, which I find interesting. We'll see how this plays out. We haven't seen, sort of the end game, if you will. We haven't seen people play more than just for an hour and a half. So we'll find out how well that works as we get into this beta when it launches on November 16th. But the good news is there are going to be specific rewards and items that you can get in DMZ that do cross over to Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. Double XP tokens, calling cards, weapon charms, and other cosmetics, which is awesome. I was really hoping that that would be something that you can do. And on top of that, the ultimate reward for the launch of DMZ on November 16th is the M13B assault rifle. This functional weapon is a part of the Bruin Ops platform along with the new BASP SMG, and it can be yours across all Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2 modes. So it's exclusive to DMZ in terms of how you achieve the gun, how you get it, but then once you get it, you can then bring it over to Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, which is awesome. Super, super awesome. Glad to hear about that. So this is 1000% something that's going to change Call of Duty forever. I don't see this being something that goes away. It has apparently been in production since Modern Warfare 2019 was in production. It just wasn't ready, so then they shelved it until they were going to be bringing it out with Modern Warfare 2. This is a game mode that has got a lot of resources behind it. It's not going to go anywhere. So it's definitely going to change Call of Duty moving forward. And what I want to see is just how much they're going to put into this. I'm really excited to give it a shot and try it out and see what is there. But with it launching as a beta, expectations have to be a little bit tempered, probably. What's here sounds interesting. I'm a little underwhelmed. I wish that there was some more there. I feel like it's a little light on content. We haven't played it yet, but I feel like it's a little light. I feel like I'm going to be losing some direction of what to do each match with it being so open-ended. I like it being open-ended, but I would kind of appreciate a little more direction, a little more reason to do specific things. A way to look at this is something like World of Warcraft, right? In World of Warcraft, you have quests, you have world events, you have things like that inside of this massive open world to give you a reason to do something specific to get a particular reward. And I just don't know if there's enough rewards in this game yet for us to know really where to go with it. We'll find out on November 16th, next Wednesday, when this launches. We'll get a deep dive and we'll play and we'll see how it goes. But I'm curious to see moving forward what this looks like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel with this? Do you feel like it's going to be a little light on content? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Let me know your thoughts down there right now, please. Now, if you want to hear more thoughts on this, I stream on my Twitch, twitch.tv/BuckeyeBreeze, pretty much every day, playing a little bit of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'll definitely be checking out DMZ next week. So hop in, say hello, let's have a chat. I would love to see you there. Give it a follow. I'd really, really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button. Do me a favor, subscribe and hit the bell for more content just like this. And again, let me know your thoughts on DMZ in the comments. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.